Today is May 1st. It's getting close to 3 o'clock. Mom's hanging out over there. So we got plenty to update y'all on today, huh? So yeah. So the first thing you might notice, her bed looks a little different. She just got moved to an open crib. So she is out of the isolette, and as long as she does good with that, she'll stay in her open crib, and that was going to be the next big step. So that was great news. They told us earlier today that they were going to do that this afternoon, and they just switched her over just a couple minutes ago. So they're going to keep her isolette right over here, just should she need it again. But hopefully she'll just rock and roll in here, and she won't need that. You might also see that they moved her feeding tube from her mouth to her nose, which was a good sign. She's waving to y'all. That's kind of the next step on her feeding journey too. So now what they look for, even more so than before, is for her to be doing any feeding cues. So putting her hands, in her mouth, by her face, doing good with the pacifier. Those are some of the things that they're going to be looking for, and that'll let them know that she's ready to try taking a bottle. They don't want to give her a bottle if she's not showing those cues, just because she still is preterm. So it's kind of on her own time for whenever we get to that next step. But moving the tube into her nose was the next step for her little feeding journey there. So a few days ago, she had that little red eye going on in her right eye, and they chalked it up to just being like a clogged tear duct, and they cultured it. The culture came back negative. Well, what they did was they allowed it to stay and continue to grow, and they monitored that culture to see if anything were to come back positive. And this morning something did come back positive from that. They say it's basically like a little small amounts of a type of bacteria. She looks really good, so they're not super concerned about it. Her eye, oh look, there's one of the little cues right there. She's sucking on her thumb. Her eye looks really good. The last couple of days, it looks good today, but they did have an eye doctor come over the last hour or so, and they dilated her little eyes, and they checked on them and everything, and they said that everything looks good. They're going to discuss whether or not they're going to treat what did come back positive, or they're going to continue to monitor it and have them do warm compress and massages with it to see how she continues to go with that. But he said her eyes looked really good today, and they're definitely going to monitor that positive culture, but it's not something that they feel is super concerning at this point. And we were a little surprised it came back positive today, as were they, because of how good she looked. She got a new weight again, so she gained some more weight. She is now 4 pounds, 6.9 ounces. So she just keeps getting bigger and bigger. And they moved her feedings up again 1 more milliliter. So starting at 6 o'clock tonight, she'll move from 39 milliliters up to 40. So all kinds of good changes going on today. But she's just been awake and alert. We all got to hold her today, and we just love every minute of it, huh? So yep, keep the good updates coming, Ellie Bean.